The great Roger Holmes back for season number 24 at Dublin. The Fighting Irish last year, 13-1, the region champs in that mammoth region of Region 2 in Single A. Lost to Toombs County in the semifinals, the eventual state champions, who I think were designated as a college team by the time they were through, Coach. But great year for you. How do you feel about 2024?
I think it was a year that we achieved about everything that we could. It was a phenomenal run with a great group of seniors that obviously going to be extremely difficult to replace all the production that those young men had last year. Uh, we didn't think we played our best football game against Toombs County in the semifinals. However, I think Toombs County had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, they were unbelievable. No question about it. Ask Northeast, right? They
Yes,
know,
sir.
know about it as well. All right, defensively, you've always had everybody talks about your offense, but you've always had great defenses at Dublin as well. And you guys limited opponents to only about 15 points a game last year, but you only have three starters back this season. So a little bit of a transformation to a more youthful lineup there on the defensive side. Tell me about what your expectations are.
Well, the strength of our defense will be our front four. We've got a good looking group of young men up there. We've got Jalen Doherty returning at defensive end. We've got Mandarian Stanley that's returning at defensive tackle. Deontay Walker was moving up. He's a junior. He's moving into a starting rotation right now, and he's about 6'4", 300 as a D tackle,
Hmm.
along with John Oliver, who played a ton for us last year, started a lot. Looks like John's probably going to start on offense, maybe, and Deontay on the defensive side. And then a 6'5" junior defensive end, Blake Lukey, who played quite a bit last year, but he's moving into a starter role, and he's backed up by another 6'4" junior, Jamarian Rick. So a good looking group of front four in our 4-3 defense. Linebackers, the huge question mark. We graduated four linebackers in a three linebacker defense. And,
Hmm.
it's right now Will Harris, just going to be a sophomore, but he's about 6'1", 6'2", about 225. Will step in there and play Mike linebacker for us. And game experience is what he needs. And if he gets that, I think he can be the leader of our defense. And then Zion Porter, Nazion Mitchell, Dorian Carcamo, Rylan Yates. There's a plethora of bodies, but nobody's proven at linebacker. So that would be an area that has the biggest question mark right now. When we go to the secondary, one of our top returning kids, Trav Bostic, a two-way starter last year as a sophomore. He'll be excellent out there for us at weak corner, most of the time going with people's top receiver. Uh, Jacarian Jones, a junior, is going to have a really good year, we think, on the back end for us. And then, a young man right now that struggling a little bit because he's got an injury. We hope we get him back in time for the season to start. But Jamarian will do a really good job for us back there in the secondary. So we're looking forward to seeing exactly what we can get done with those guys for sure.
Line of scrimmage will be the key for you then up front as you develop those linebackers. First game for Dublin on the 15th of August against Swainsboro should be a fun opener. We'll talk about an offense that will have some new names in it as well with Coach Holmes in our next report. Roger Holmes has been the head coach at Dublin High School now in his 24th season, and he's always had great offense. Boy, last year, an unbelievable offensive team, scored almost 47 points per game, had over 5,000 rushing yards, big shot there. But of those 51-32 rushing yards, how about 35-81 now gone with Xavier Bostic gone, Willie Batts gone, Michael O'Neill, the quarterback, gone. They had a ton of yards. Now, you're so good about getting people playing time, and Xavier's brother, Trav Bostic, got 866 yards last year on the ground as a 10th grader. So is it just passing the baton to him now, Coach?
Well, I think the number one thing that everybody's going to have to see, and we've got to figure out, is who's going to be the quarterback of this offense. We're a quarterback driven system. Mike O'Neill's been a 3-year starter.
Yeah.
and took some lumps when he was a sophomore, but we rolled with him because we felt like he had a lot of potential. Last year, he was able to execute the option game so well as throw the football and make checks at the line of scrimmage. So the first thing we've got to do is figure out who our quarterback is still going to be. That's yet to be seen. Our backup last year was Jeff Davis. He's a senior. He went through spring. I would say right now he's number one. We've got another senior that it was here. He transferred out. Now he's back. Bennett Lake was making a lot of progress in the spring and broke his ankle.
Mm.
So we just today got him back on the field since spring practice. So hopefully he'll heal up quickly and be in charge and battle. And then we've got a young sophomore, Rylan Yates. We got a tight end returning that played over half the snaps last year in Quantavious Lovett. He's been out with an injury for us, but he's back today, obviously, and we're looking forward to him just having a great year on both sides of the football.
Coach, this region in which you were the region champs last year is unbelievable. I mean, you have 9 region games. How does that help you when you get to the playoffs? I mean, obviously you ran into a buzzsaw with Toombs County last. I nobody was going to beat Toombs County. We know that. But I mean, the competition and not all the 10 teams are great, but I mean, still, you've got some unbelievable programs who just have the pedigree who are going to be tough each and every year on Friday nights when you play them. How does that help your team?
I think it helps because there's never a down week. Even though somebody might not be one of the perceived best teams in the region, you're still playing for your life every week.
Yeah,
It's a region game. It matters more. You
yeah.
know, I think our region last year took 7 out of the 10 teams to the state playoffs. I think 5 of those played in round two. Obviously, Dublin lost in the semifinals, and then Northeast lost in the championship. So our region, top to bottom, is extremely strong. And really, I think this year, what is I've kind of tabbed it the year of the quarterback in our region.
Mm.
I think when I was speaking with Coach Dupree over at Southwest. His son will be back this year. Well, I remember he threw for over 3,000 yards as a sophomore.
Yeah.
I think Coach Wiggins' son, who's supposed to be a phenomenal talent coming up, he's a youngster, but he's going to kind of man the reins of that explosive Northeast offense. You've got a Fromm that's back in the fold over in Bleckley County. The young quarterback last year at Dodge County was phenomenal. He's back. It's just when you look across this region and the talent that's at quarterback, it's unbelievable what you're going to have to face every week.
No
And
question.
so it's a great region, one that we're proud to be a part of. And, hopefully we can reach our team goal that we have every year, and that's find a way to get into playoffs and be playing your best football when game 11 gets here.
It'll be a great season. Should be great football all year long in that region. First game for the Fighting Irish, August the 15th against Swainsboro. Coach, always a pleasure to have you on with us. Thank you very much. Good luck to you this season.
Thanks, Bill. Talk to you later.